What's going on, everybody? Hey, I just want to talk about today. I came to realization. Not a realization, but just like, I always been stubborn. My whole life. I always been stubborn. Like I never listened to nobody. Like I take advice. I take advice from people and all that, but I never really listened. Like I ain't never really went with it. I always did my own thing. And I thought something was wrong with me because like I never did that. Like I really never listened to nobody. Like somebody will say something to me, it going one ear and not the other, and I still do the opposite anyways. Like I was just always that kid, like combative. Like, I ain't listen to nobody. I ain't listen to the teacher. I ain't listen to my mom or dad. And I used to get whoopings all the time. My ass still was bad. I still did what the fuck I wanted to do. You know, hey, look, I knew I was gonna get my ass whooped, hey, for being bad in school and shit, or doing things I wanted to do. No, I wasn't supposed to do it, but it's just because I was always stubborn. No, I did my own thing. I ain't never listened to nobody for real. And then I grew. Then as I got older and stuff, they always be like, you gotta listen to everybody else. People that has more experience than you in life, and all that. You supposed to listen. And all that. And that's what I started to do. Listening to other people and shit. But then I realized it was fucking up my life, listening to other motherfuckers just because they had something they had accomplished that I like to accomplish and stuff. I'm thinking I'm supposed to be doing what they doing on a consistent basis. You know what I'm saying? But the way they do it is different the way I operate. You feel me? Everyone operates differently. That's why a lot of things don't work out for people and shit, because they trying to take the blueprint of another person trying to do what they do, but they not doing what they supposed to be doing, like to get there in their own way. It's cool. You take the advice from people, which is an opinion. You take the advice, but you still do what you do at the end of the day. So you have to be stubborn. You know what I'm saying? And I'm embracing my stubbornness. I'm stubborn. I don't listen. I don't listen. Like, hey, shit. If the shit fall back in my face, shit, fuck it. I'm gonna be embarrassed. Hey, fuck it. Let it be a moment what you call embarrassment. But hey, at least I know I went with my own gut. So I'm at the point of life where I'm embracing my stubbornness. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And if the shit backfire, if it blows up in my face, okay, boom. Guess what? I'm gonna still keep going, because I'm gonna continue to do what the fuck I want to do, because guess what? Everything always works out at the end of the day. Nothing ever be bad forever. Everything always works out in the end. As long as my perception of every situation remains the same. As long as I know, okay, cool, everything's gonna work out, okay, boom, let's go again. That's and I'm starting to embrace that. Cause I was little, I used to be like that, and I always had my way whenever I did that when I was younger. Sometimes you gotta go back to how you was as a child. Like as a child, I was combative and shit, but I always did my own thing. I didn't give a fuck. And I was my authentic self when I was younger. I was my authentic self. I didn't give a fuck. Like I voiced my opinion. But they tried to dumb me down when I was a kid, tried to tell me I was wrong, and it caused me to be a very quiet person growing up, a very shy person, a very person who's just to themselves, don't want to voice their opinion because I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, or I don't want to rub nobody the wrong way. But now, fuck that. I'm at that point in life, no, I'm going to move my own way. I'm going to be stuck in my own ways, because it's my life, man, and I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do. I'm going to be relentless with who I am, and I'm going to die the way I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be a stubborn motherfucker till the day I die, because it's just what it is with me. Because I've always been like this, do what the fuck I want to do, but I'm always trying to find outside validation from other motherfuckers. Because I want them to, I don't want nobody's validation. I validate myself. Whatever decision I make, it is what it is. If I set a certain goal, I'm gonna do it because I said I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do what the fuck I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not ready. Listen, well, you should do this, you should do that. No, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do first, and then I'm gonna make corrections later. I'm gonna do what the fuck I can first, based off of my own self, my own ability, and my own intuition, what God's telling me, and then I'm gonna do it, and then I'm gonna make corrections along the way. You know what I'm saying? But first, I gotta do the shit. I gotta do the fuck I gotta do first. You know what I'm saying? Okay, boom, 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 boom. Whatever coming away, all right, move, bitch. Hey, get the fuck out of my way. You know what I'm saying? You got, like, if you stubborn like me, you have to embrace that shit. Be stubborn, bro. If you don't listen to motherfuckers, you always want to do what the fuck you want to do. Do what the fuck you want to do, bro. just do it. Hey, just do what the fuck you want to do. I'm not saying do some bad shit, like, you know what I'm saying? When people say, yeah, some people like, well, you do what you want to do, come with consequences and shit like that. I'm not talking about that bullshit. I'm talking about doing shit you want to do, like, shit. You want to go fucking skydiving? Go skydiving. You want to fucking travel the world, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody stop you from doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, you gotta save this and that. You gotta have this and that. Man, don't put your limitations on me. Hell nah. I know what the fuck I'm capable of. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta know what the fuck you capable of. You gotta know who the fuck you are. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm worried about to do this shit. Be a stubborn ass motherfucker for the rest of this year. Follow your own intuition. Do what the fuck you have to do. Do what the fuck you want to do, and make correction along the way. Whatever you doing and all that. Because life is all about experience. It's all about experience. You feel me? Like, life is all about experiences. You supposed to experience it. You're not supposed to live the life somebody else live. Okay, you can learn from other people's mistakes and all that, but you have to be your authentic self at the end of the day. And being your authentic self is gonna come with what we could call mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, be stubborn. Please be stubborn. I'm embracing my stubbornness. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do, and guess what? Everything's gonna work out. It always do, because guess what? I'm doing me. Have a great day, y'all. It didn't cut out. Have a great day, y'all.